They might have fixed it actually, from what I've seen. Like, when I saw it early, like this past year, they might have fixed it, but it's like interface. It's just not.
It's not friendly.
Yeah, it feels weird.
It crashes a few times.
Yeah.
Their scoring is a little different. It's not as like straightforward. Like,
Yahoo lets you do whatever you want.
Yeah, Yahoo lets you do what you want. If you
want.
ESPN, you actually have to pay for the services for everything. Yeah. It's not just a free league. Like, you actually have to pay a lot, and it's pretty expensive compared to like CBS and like Yahoo. Like I do a CBS Sports League. We all pay it, but we all pay. I think the fee is like $20 a person. And
you guys pay to play?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Hell no!
To use their interface,
just to use it, but then we also put money in. It's our family. It's a family league.
You guys pay $20 each?
No, dude. We pay $120 each.
$120 each?
Yeah, dude.
No.
But that's for the games.
So $20
for the winner,
it's $20 for the league fees.
He's asking about the app.
Yeah, it's $20 for the league. Yeah, $20 for the league fees. So you get like an actual draft kit, everything, and then you get like access to everything in the app, like all the scoring, everything that's in there. And I mean, it's easy. It's easy to maneuver. You can fuck with it. Like, I've been on that thing, and it's pretty badass. But yeah, we pay.
I'll tell you one thing right now. Fool's Gold League, that would never fly. These guys are old school, man. They would not like that. We don't like to help. You need to come ready. We're not gonna like
do your own stats, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Do your own research?
You gotta do your own thing. We tend to frown on stuff like that only because we're doing it live.
No. Okay, hold on. No, let me explain. We're not helping the people that are in the league. What the kit is, this draft kit, all it is just the little stickers to put on the names, and you get like a little board. That's it. We all do our own research. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's no benefit to, prepare people for it. It's just when you're playing, like for someone that's a commissioner or creating the league, it's very commissioner friendly. As far as how you can regulate your rules, how you can change the stats, and all
I don't know. Yeah, I have never used CBS, so I don't know. I've never paid for anything.
Yeah, that's why this is the first one I've paid for. I've been in this one for like 6 years.
If I were to pay for anything, I would pay for the fucking Buffalo Wild Wings shit.
They have an app?
No, they have a thing where you rent a draft room.
Yeah, we can rent a draft room and do the draft at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I forgot how much you pay.
They really have?
Yeah, they have that.
That sounds. I have never done it.
Dude, it's cheaper if you
cheap motherfuckers. But
it's cheaper if you just go to round one and get a karaoke room.
Yeah,
and you can sing your songs.
Jesus fucking Christ, Joe. See what I mean, bro? See what I mean? Damn. Dick.
So
hello there, children.
You're kind of.
I'm here too today, guys.
No, you're not. You're not. Go away.
Well,
hey, just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't understand.
It's true.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
All right, well, I mean, continue.
Anyway. Yeah, so I mean that's my league in particular, and we run. There's like several different terms for fantasy football for people that don't know. It's like PPR, which is points per reception or points per rush, or you can just have a standard league, which the difference is that in a PPR league, the receivers and running backs each get 1 point for every rushing attempt.
Wait, Joe, so you're not gonna play at all? You don't give a fuck?
No, he doesn't give a shit.
I don't care, dude.
So then, all right. So we'll just skip through all this because he doesn't give a fuck about that.
No,
shit.
it's fine, dude. I like hearing about it.
I know, but we'll talk about it. Let's talk about our leagues. Like, let's talk about your.
You want to save it for the sports segment?
Yeah, we could just save it for the sports segment.
All right, cool. Because I know there's one thing I wanted to talk about.
Because all right.
Blackout stories. We were talking about that.
Yes, we were.
When we were chiefing it up prior to coming in here and doing this. And so my previous blackout story apparently was not that long ago. It was what would you say it was? What, a year or so ago? Maybe.
I would say it's coming up on a year now. This December. Yeah. It's around then. Yeah, you want to lead into it, and I can fill in the.
Well, I'm trying to remember. Obviously, I blacked out. You know what I mean? So I guess to lead into it, it was your uncle's birthday party that everybody was celebrating I guess your family has accepted me as one of their own at this point.
Pretty much, you're just like
I'm just always around.
You're just the bastard nephew that shows up every once in a while.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Oh yeah, dude, this guy has the run of the house, man. He walks in, he's like, "Oh, Jose,
I own the fucking place.
Yeah,
I get shots from every angle.
Real Eddie Haskell, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm Monkey Joe, dude. So I get there. The Foo, when he was down on planet Earth, the Foo, he made this jungle juice that was literally out of this world.
Oh yeah, that explains a whole lot about that night. Oh man,
it was dangerous because it was tasty
very
as fuck.
tasty.
It was like I just punched a hole in a Capri Sun and went to fucking town, dude.
Oh hell yeah, man! Dude,
you have no idea.
You have like one, you're drunk. If you're not a normal drinker, you're drunk.
It was weird though because of all the sugar and all the actual juice in there.
You couldn't taste any of the alcohol.
It was a creeper. It was this thing where like, yeah, one would fuck you up if you like took your time with it. But I mean, I went there to party, you know. Right. I was there to have a good time. It would be rude of me not to have a drink in my hand
of course.
at their family's get together.
100% correct. Yeah.
So rather than being sensible and
that's why I love Red Cup,
Jack and Coke, or something of his normal variety, he decides to have the one with the most alcohol.
I would be disrespectful if I didn't taste the Foos jungle juice, man.
Would you though? I would call that sensible, but again,
no, man, no. Hey, not where I am from.
So we'll continue with the story. Let's let the listeners decide this one.
Well, I had a few, and then I followed. This is the last thing I remember. I remember you were staring at some girl's tits, and then. Yeah, because she was like a friend of a friend or a friend of a cousin.
Looking or staring?
No, he was staring. Like,
probably.
Drooling?
Yeah, and I'm just like, and I just do one of these where like I tap him on the shoulder and you're just like, oh, dude. But then the reason this is important is because it leads into me engaging with some kind of physical conversation with him.
Contact him.
And then he grabs me by the arm and then the Foo comes in and then they both grab me and they're like, we're going to the side of the house and we're going to go chief it up for a little while. And that's one of the last things I remember because at some point, I guess I just had a seat and I just knocked the fuck out. But then I started like throwing up and shit.
Oh, there's okay. So let me.
So take it from here. I don't know.
I can take over.
So from the point of the kitchen, I believe we were in the kitchen.
Okay.
And the Foo was actually going out, and you were following him. And you pulled me to go. You pulled me. Just grunted at me. I'm like, oh, okay, I know where this is. So I followed you guys to the front, and the Foo, he has the
So you weren't dragged out.
No. He dragged me out. And so the Foo and him.
I don't remember it that way.
And one of the family members were in the front.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying.
Exactly. And they're all smoking, and then I had I had jungle juice too. I had like one. This guy had I think 4 or 5. I believe like 4 or 5, and. He's just like stumbling, like standing up there, and he's talking to us, but he's just like looking back and forth, swaying. And we're like,
I was probably singing that Gravity song.
Yeah, we're like, dude, you cool? He's like, yeah, man, I'm cool.
Gravity.
So then,
working.
So then, one of my cousins comes out that knows Josie,
trying to keep me down,
and they actually take him to the back. He was actually gone for a few minutes. You were actually gone, MIA for a few minutes.
Was I?
Yeah.
So where did I go?
We don't know, but you came back. You came
I
back.
I probably want to go take a leak or something.
No, you went with Brittany. You went with Brittany. You went to the back somewhere. I think you went to go take more shots.
That's probably what happened.
And then you came back, and then that's when you then proceeded to sit on the planter.
Okay.
And I asked you, Foo, are you cool? And you just turned. Fuck nah. I was like, oh no. He's like, man, do I look cool? Oh. And then you just like spread your legs.
Sure.
You pull your arm, brace your arms, and you just go, yak, right in between your legs. I'm like, dude, warning. You're like, I felt good.
I got out of the way, I'm sure. Did I not?
No, you still stayed there. You just sat there still. You didn't. Luckily, you didn't fall into it, which I'm very proud of you on. Good job. Good job. But then me and the food decided, okay, I think we both got to go. Mind you, we're both shit-faced.
Everybody was pretty drunk at the end of that
So
night.
we had to grab this guy by both of his arms. We dragged him into the Foos car, tried to at least. He kind of was dead weight before we can get him into the actual car. And so he just plopped on the floor. So we kind of had to like pick him up and throw him in. We finally get back home. He still was not cooperating coming inside. And
I don't know about this part,
stumbled on our front steps, threw up on the front steps.
I might still remember that, yeah.
And then stumbled inside and went to bed.
Do you believe any of that shit?
Next morning, hey, who's the fucking asshole that threw up on the front porch?
Yeah, dude. I was having none of it. I was having none of it.
It's like, look in the mirror, dickhead.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know, dude. As far as I know.
I thought this was America.
Oh, yeah, that's America for you.
That's America.
Get blackout drunk.
So that was my blackout story. So what blackout story do you have?
One of my blackout stories involved a brownie of the marijuana variety.
Okay.
I believe
All right.
you know some of this story,
Sure.
Foo. So me and the Foo decided, when Deadpool originally came out, we decided, dude, like, let's go watch it. All right, dope. Yeah. Let's take an edible. Awesome. So we had just purchased a 500 milligram brownie. I believe it was called something along the lines of Mongo Knockout or some shit like that.
How potent was it?
Oh, it was potent as you bit into weed. It tasted like you were biting into weed when you bit into this brownie.
Yeesh.
And me and the food.
Repugnant.
Trigger.
That was brain.
We both ate half each. So we finished the whole brownie between the both of us.
Crazy.
We go into the movie, and the trailers are coming out. We're feeling it. We're starting to feel this high. We're like, fuck yeah, dude, this is amazing. This is great. As soon as the opening sequence comes on, the trip just all of a sudden turns. You know how the opening sequence is 3D and it's like just swirling in like that motion and that song's playing?
Right.
I started tripping balls. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I started getting like kind of dizzy, but at the same time, like stuck and couldn't close my eyes. and so then when the whole scene finally went down, I was just like, what the fuck? I only got through like maybe like the first part, and then I blacked out a little bit. And so then the Foo starts smacking me in my chest. It's like, hey, Foo, are you okay? Because apparently I was breathing like I was on an oxygen tank. Like,
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two at the table.
God. I was thankful no one asked me that on that day. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm cool.
Are you
I'm
holding
cool.
out?
Yeah. I'm cool. I'm like, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. He's like, okay. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Watch the movie. So then we're watching the movie, and then all of a sudden, I'm like still breathing heavily, and he's just like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, no, dude, I'm not okay. I'm not cool. I'm freaking the fuck out. He's like, dude, let's go. I'm like, no, dude, shut the fuck up and sit down, because he was freaking out too.
Was it? And it was the part where like he's getting the shit beat out of him.
It was right before then. It was during that whole, when he had cancer thing. And so then I blacked out again, and then I woke up as soon as the part is when he's getting tortured. So like when his skin starts to bubble, I start freaking out. I'm like, dude, I'm not feeling okay. I'm not cool, man. He's like, oh, come on. I'm like, no, man, we're fine. Let's just stay. I don't want to leave. I don't want to make a scene. So
Are you
then,
sure this shit was fucking a brownie? And
it was a
mushroom?
brownie, dude, for sure.
Fuck.
It was a brownie. And fucking, so then I black out completely, wake up, end of movie, end credits. So then me and this fool still have to get home. and we're both fucked up. We waited for the theater to be empty before we left because we didn't want to be around anyone. We were so fucked up.
This guy shows up like he beelines it to his fucking room.
Oh, dude, I saw no one. I went straight to my room. Yeah, and not only that, I was still high the next 3 days. Yeah, like I went to work like
you were just in a bad mood.
Oh, dude, I was like cranky. Dude, but I was like high.
Listen, I've got to give a clue here now. I don't want any more bullshit anytime during the day.
That was you, man.
Yeah,
from anyone. That includes me.
Worst